Okay, so let's talk about some of the things that cyclists go through as far as when it comes to their alignment. Um, with a cyclist, that one of their biggest challenge, or part of their biggest challenge, when it comes to their performance, is their alignment. Getting the body centered on the bike, getting the lower extremities centered over the pedals, so they can get the most force that they possibly can efficiently from their body to the pedals. By doing this, they also, and cyclists train very hard to do this, is they want to keep their body tight, keep it close to the bike for aerodynamics. You know, they want to keep that wind resistance down. When they do this, they naturally bring their knees in closer to the bike. When this happens, it rolls the arches in, which put them in a pronated stage. By doing this, you now lose that force that it was transferred from the body through the legs to the pedals. You lose some of that force because the feet are no longer centered squarely over the pedals. So what we have come up with, a custom orthotic for cyclists. Now, every orthotic is not created equal. Okay, so it's not going to be easy just to go out and just buy an orthotic. Just like your cycling shoes, every shoe is not created equal. You know, you can't go out and buy a tennis shoe and go out and expect to do a 100-mile ride. It just doesn't work that way. And the same goes with your cycling orthotics as well. So you have a running orthotic, you have your day-to-day walking orthotic, and then there's a cycling orthotic. Each orthotic basically serves the same purpose when it comes to alignment, but they serve totally different purposes when it comes to how forces move through the body. A cycling orthotic has to be very slim because cycling shoes are very slim, and the cycling orthotic has to support the forefoot. As a cyclist, you know that all your pressure is being applied to the forefoot. So this is the area of the body that we really want to focus on. We really want to protect this area of the body, but at the same time, we want to keep you from either overpronating, meaning rolling your feet in, or over supinating, which means roll your feet out. Really improves how much force you transfer from the body to your pedals, which ultimately increases your time, increases your speed. So with that being said, custom orthotics is the way to go because it keeps you on the bike, it keeps you healthy, and it keeps you riding longer. Okay, so now I want to talk to you guys about how the orthotics are made and what's the difference between the custom cycling orthotic and the regular custom orthotic. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at these here. All right, the one on my left, your right, is a cycling orthotic. The one on my right, your left, is a custom biomechanical orthotics. The difference between the two. The difference between the cycling orthotic and the regular biomechanical orthotic is, for one, it has a floating rib foot, which means it has no post on it. Okay, the biomechanical orthotic has a post, which means that we are really concerned with this device on correcting the rib foot and concentrating on the rib foot. But with the cyclist, we really want to concentrate on the forefoot. The forefoot is where you guys put all your pressure. This is where you get the power from to get you through a race. So with that being said, with the custom cycling orthotic, it really gives you that support that you need on the medial and the lateral aspect of the foot. But what it does most importantly is it helps you transfer that pressure from the body to the bike, to the pedals, which is going to give you a more efficient force when you're going through your ride. The one thing that I want to caution you guys on is they have a lot of these companies that will send you a crush box to get custom orthotics made. The reason I want to caution you against this is because when you come into a podiatrist's office or go into a Pedorthist facility, the first thing that they do is they take a look at you. They take a look at your gait. They take a look at your alignment, because it's this information that we use to actually create a custom device for you and correct the problems that you come in with. With a crush box, when you step into this box and you send it out to a lab, the lab has absolutely no idea what your alignment looks like. So I caution you against this, because you're going to get a device back that's really not going to help correct the problem that you have. And when it comes to the orthotics, you also have to keep in mind your shoes. When it comes to a cycling shoes are generally made with less support anyway. Typically, your cycling shoe is going to come with a thin foam insert on the inside, which offers no support. However, with that being said, you can still find something that's even less well constructed than a top of the line cycling shoe, which is going to offer you even less support. So with a custom cycling orthotic with a good cycling shoe, it really gives you the benefit of, again, transferring that force. Now, how these two work together? The way these two work together is without the custom insert in just a cycling shoe. When you really stand up and you kicking in while you're cycling, what happens is you have that instability in the arch, so the foot kind of collapses. When that foot collapses, that's where you lose power. The way that the orthotic actually helps you gain power is it's a rigid device. So when you're really kicking into to those rotations, the foot doesn't collapse. So all that power is being transferred straight down the lower leg into the pedal. So it's going to give you efficient power, where without the orthotic, the power isn't as efficient because the arch is not supported and the foot is actually collapsing. So good orthotic, good shoes equals, more support, more power, and a better ride.